Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the BYU Cougars offense will start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, Dave.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense... pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick strike complete. Stopped after making the catch.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Cougars are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
He'll do it himself. No, he just flat ran over him. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Man, that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, from the OC, I'm the head coach. I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slot.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day. If you're this quarterback right now, you know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself, because this team needs you if they're going to win the game. Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The lone back's got it. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile one.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Leaves it with the back. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to the run. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. They're working that left side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Going to the run. It's Chen. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to fight. And efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Back to pass, it's Harvin feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And this one splits the uprights. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The give from the gun. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. The Cougars are rolling down the field. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Finds his man. It's Cook. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's the handoff. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
It's complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. A first down for the offense. Back to pass, it's Harvin. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Try to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Touch pass on the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They're not into 3s. They want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the 1st half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And he makes the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. The quick out. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. They keep attacking through the air. Got a man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Touchdown, Warriors! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. BYU right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Harvin. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And they sniffed that draw out. When a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Smart move to get down with the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He finds his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Hawaii! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Back to throw, it's Harvin. And they got him for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Inside the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. And he's got it! Touchdown, Hawaii! They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Harvin. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marking.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Fires toward the target. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
He makes the connection. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to throw. It's on target and complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Rainbow Warriors look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught, close to the marker, it's Cook. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still...
Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And the punishment has been extended. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Harvin. He wants a big play here late. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy.
Off he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Warriors. And the stomping has commenced. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Appalachian State has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up 14 over Memphis. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Wants to go up top. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully and do better next time.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
They'll throw it on first down. Firing to the right, complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Coming after him. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Trying to find his man on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Hawaii.
They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Got it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner, and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to
Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Hawaii's offense will get the first possession of the game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time. Moves away as he feels pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. Open runway ahead. The 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The give to the back. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He's got his man. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
7, Utah, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. So the Utah Utes offense has its first opportunity of the day. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Utes will hustle to the line.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The RPO, it's complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Out of the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Oh, there's the ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. First down. He's going to pass. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Offense, quick tempo.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
They'll throw it on first down. He'll try to do it himself. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He wants to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Going up top. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away.
Incomplete.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big kickoff and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together an 81-yard drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dynasty. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Utes in the hurry up.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. It's third down and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on third down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
They'll run play action. He's right on target. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Utes have moved it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's third and goal. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Between the uprights, it's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
I don't know if I can quote the great Reese Davis. That was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Grab near the marker. It's Cook. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors are flying down the field. Going up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Bulldozes his way through. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. Dances away again. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting some heat.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. The give to the fullback. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important. Get some cushion for the punt team. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Utes will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line in the hurry-up. Might as well give it to him again. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he could not get loose on the run. They'll immediately call timeout.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to get it through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Cook. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Warriors! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
Utah, 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll go to the air on third and short. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Rainbow Warriors will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes the offense on first down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing.
And it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Hawaii. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Line getting set on second down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Dynasty. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. He's going to pass on second down. Working that left side now. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's looking downfield to throw. He makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, Utah 10.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Handoff from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating this guy and making it accurate.
And the Rainbow Warriors looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Got his man quickly. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He wants to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. one more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Barrels ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. The field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Finds his tight end. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Utes send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays from this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
He's got it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have.
Touchdown, Hawaii! And the pummeling has started. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something.
brought down.
And the returner will be brought down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Complete to the right. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. That completion delivers a first down. He's looking to throw it. Buying some time. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
On second down, wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, and it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his target down the middle. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. This offense has a second down play. They're going to throw it again. But a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. And the Utes get enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second, try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
The Utes will try to punch it in on first and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Just drives it between the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit on the field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on first down. Makes a catch down the right side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And the route is on. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. This defense will try to keep everything in front. To the air on first down. He'll throw it. And the ball is picked off. And he runs out of bounds with the interception, and that is how we'll finish off this game. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.